Let me know when you're ready and we'll bring mine.
Hey, let me tell you something. Money is the root of all evil. A lot of people do a lot of crazy. A lot of people do a lot of crazy.
Why do you scam?
To make money. Make money.
Fast money.
We call it scam, we call it the money game. Who is the best person to scam? Your average, middle class, unsophisticated losers.
They're all Americans.
95%.
What Americans started? They're stupid.
Let me say that again.
Very gullible. There are a lot of lonely people there.
Lonely?
Someone is lonely, has a voice on the telephone that always cares.
They just want to talk. Chop.
They send you crazy money.
So don't you feel
Bad
bad?
for these people? No, not really.
Why should I?
And this game, you can't be sorry. God will provide. God ain't providing.
Jamaica, Israel, two capitals of a multi-billion-dollar industry. Meet the voice on the other end of that unrecognized number that won't stop calling you.
Hello.
Jamaicans, we are the best at all that we do.
This area is all the tourist area, right?
Yes. Last year we had over 4 million visitors to the island. Montego Bay is the best tourist destination you can find in the world.
Are you trying to sell me on tourism?
Oh, yes, you can
Coming
come
here
at
as a
any time.
tourist?
Oh, yes, come at any time.
Jamaica. For most of the 1.5 million Americans who visit every year, it mostly looks like this. Tourists like these stay at all-inclusive resorts like this one and do this, which leads to this.
The 99% are not the minority. Yet the 1% control the majority. They bring money, that's not what I think. And they only power over what you're thinking, how you're living, whether poor or king.
Tourism is the backbone of Jamaica's legal economy, and the resorts of Montego Bay are the crown jewel. But step outside the walls of your hotel, and it's a different story.
Montego Bay is built in a sort of strange way where you have a mix of the very rich bordering communities with extreme poverty.
Mark Titus is a journalist and former cop. He knows the areas of Montego Bay that don't make it into the tourist brochures.
Welcome to Jamaica.
Day 3 of the state of emergency in St.
2 weeks before I arrived, the governor here declared a state of emergency.
Crime has increased a lot, frankly spurred by gang warfare, mostly organized crime.
The area surrounding Montego Bay, the tourist paradise, now has one of the highest per capita murder rates in the world.
Welcome to the slum where the guns and plenty.
With an uptick in crime in St. James,
But what's causing much of this violence isn't drugs or politics. It's a new hustle.
What are the gangs fighting for?
They are fighting for loot from lottery scam.
Lottery scams. You're probably familiar with some version. You get a call saying you won a lottery that you don't even remember entering.
You have won yourself $7.5 million in a 2019 Mercedes-Benz S-Class.
That's pretty exciting.
All you need to do to collect whatever they're promising, your millions, your new car, your new house, is to send a processing fee.
One-time payment only.
The prize is fake, of course, but the fee you've been conned into paying generates $300 million a year for Jamaican scammers.
That is scamming.
Guys suddenly, who didn't have anything yesterday, today are rotten rich.
Scamming now rivals the drug trade as a lucrative and violent source of revenue for Jamaican gangs.
Guns out, gunfire, gunsmoke. As the start steam, smoke the
I wanted to understand what's referred to here as the game. Meet the players, see how it's played.
Word of wisdom. Enjoy Jamaica, the best of Jamaica, but be careful. We grew under a culture of informer for dead. That means an informer giving information must die.
Mark warned me that it would be difficult to get people to talk about the game. But the rise of scamming can be measured in another popular aspect of Jamaican culture. In a neighborhood called Steertown, I met with this man, local dancehall artist exclusive.
So what's happening here today? What are you doing?
We're doing a video for my new song.
He's the man behind Big Money Poppin', the latest entry in a growing musical subgenre. Dancehall tracks celebrate the danger, easy money, and fast lifestyle associated with scamming culture.
What's this song about? What's the general theme of this song?
It was about money. What's going on? Scamming is going on, prostitution is going on. So let's sing about it because it's going on.
Can you sing it a little bit for me?
Hang of them there. Scammer them there.
And scammers them there, meaning scammers are
Around, yeah,
around.
around.
Why did you decide to write a song about scamming?
It's not a music. It's not a song about scamming.
I'd been warned that this line of questioning might not go well.
But there's a lot of scamming in it. I mean, the word scamming comes up a lot in the song, and it's the most... No?
You know, it's a song that gets you hyped. Big money popping. Big money popping anywhere we go.
I decide not to push it. It's enough to know that the man whose breakout hit became a scamming anthem doesn't want to talk about scamming. But that same night, I meet a man who says he knows someone who can help. Which is how I wind up in a car with a man I'll just call V.
Go straight, watch the stupid person there. No, straight this lane, middle lane.
V knows a lot about scamming, but he's skittish as hell.
Hey, remember, please ask him to keep the camera out of my face.
Okay, make absolutely sure we don't film his face or anything that identifies him.
They'll probably say that I am an informer for dead. Informers get gunshot, kill them.
No.
Go around this idiot. This is one of the centers.
As it turns out, V wants to take me for a little history lesson of scamming in Jamaica.
This complex all around us, these are all call centers for American
All call centers for American, European companies.
It all starts here, in call centers. Call centers were set up on the island to take advantage of the fact that Jamaicans speak English.
My name is Andrew, and I'm calling you from the Brand Services.
And receive lower wages. But a few local entrepreneurs saw another opportunity. The lists of names and phone numbers used for telemarketing, political donations, market research, and debt collection can also be used for scamming. These lead lists, as they're called, are the backbone of the game. They're valuable, and here in Jamaica, they're bought and sold underground.
So these are some of the places where they're getting the contact lists.
These are some of the places where scammers make millions of dollars off of.
After earning V's trust, he tells me he can introduce me to someone who has even more knowledge about scamming. He leads me to an abandoned house, far from the beaches and tourists. This is how I meet Tweety.
Hi, can I come in? I'm Mariana.
Tweety.
Hi, Tweety, nice to meet you.
Juliana.
Juliana, nice nails.
I'm greeted with weed and even stronger rum.
This is what I'm drinking. Fire.
Tweety and her friend Juliana, not their real names, agree to talk to me about the game.
Now I've put on the glasses.
So what would happen if they found out who you were, that you were doing this?
Well, Because show the face and leave me as informal for them. In Jamaica, we don't play. Friends kill friends. Your own family kill you and your own family set you up. Jamaica is not a playpen.
By day, Tweety works at one of the many resorts on the island. She wouldn't tell us which one, but says she makes in a month what tourists pay for a one-night stay.
They ain't paying you nothing. They ain't giving you right? Going to work, it's like slavery. You have to do something else on the side. So everywhere you go is a scamming.
So what is it that you do on the side then?
Make my calls them. Do my dialing. As I say, it's an entrepreneurship.
As it turns out, the hospitality industry is great preparation for scamming. All day long, Tweety is interacting with mostly American clients.
So I basically know how to talk to you, how to get into your head.
Then, after hours, in her free time, Tweety opens up her lead list.
Names and numbers and addresses in the United States.
Correct.
Americans.
Because you have the US, the big money popping.
Big money popping?
The big money popping, right. No disrespect, but white people love free things.
No disrespect taken.
Tweety doesn't want to show me her lead lists. They're closely guarded here in Jamaica. But after a little more rum and smoke, she and her friend Juliana loosen up and show me her rap.
Hello, good morning. Your cash prize is a winner of $3.5 million or even a car or whatever, you know? And then the person will probably say, oh, really?
I don't believe it. You're totally lying. Are you kidding me right now?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do anything.
How did I win
didn't
this?
do anything. How did I get this million?
You're really good with the accent.
You're probably thinking, how does anyone fall for this? But there's a definite profile of a victim that Tweety has identified.
Some people for talk does not even hesitate, they just send the money. Because they're just so lonely and miserable. Husband divorced, husband is dead, wife is gone, whatever the case may be. So most of them lonely.
Are they all older people?
All older people. One elderly lady, I took everything that she so-called had, right? And she only had one thing, that was her wedding ring that her husband died and, you know, left for her. She went and she sold her ring.
To send you the money?
Yeah, to send me the money. People say it's wrong, and it's not, to me, it's not wrong. You send us money once, you didn't receive anything. You send us money twice, you still hasn't received anything. Are you crazy? These people are stupid. Sorry, but they're stupid.
Brash, unrepentant, cold. That's how Tweety sounds when talking about stealing from lonely old people. But her posture quickly changes when she tells me how she first got into scamming.
My grandpa was sick, and the surgery cost 400,000 Jamaican dollars, and he died. All he needed was a surgery, and it couldn't happen because of money. This is way less than the money that I'm making right now. So, you know, we grew up in a church and waiting on God to provide. And God ain't providing. I'm God for my family. I'm God. I provide. I put food on that table. I did all of that. And if God don't approve of me making something out of myself, then God.
With the state of emergency driving most scammers further underground, I was grateful for the chance to meet Tweety. But the crazy thing about my job is that one minute you find yourself trying to understand a scammer, and the next, you're with the people charged with hunting them down.
All right, everybody here? The target is described as stoutly built, brown complexion. We'll be searching and seizing all electronic devices, laptops, cell phones, magic jacks, banking documents. Warrants, we don't need a warrant. The target location falls within the state of emergency. We should be on high alert, just in case the target chooses to shoot his way out.
Lottery scams have led to violence in Jamaica and caused untold damage abroad. In almost every corner of America, you can find news stories of those targeted.
crime that preys on the most vulnerable, and the victims often lose their entire life savings.
It's no secret that these scammers go after older Americans.
It was a great American dream to win some money where you could retire.
Their methods can be ruthless. The results, tragic.
After being asked for yet another $1,500 more to claim his prize, Poland put a gun to his head and killed himself.
As a result of awful stories like these, the U.S. government has partnered with this task force.
So once you enter the community, it's already sort of a risk, right?
Right. People start making phone calls, informing their cronies the police are on way. So we have to get there as quickly as possible.
Okay, we're here. Don't get out of the car. Wow. He's got his gun pointed right at the door. So they just broke into the house through this side door right here.
Come here. Hello. Sir, relax. Yeah, man, sit down. We're gonna conduct a search of your premises. We are searching for lottery scamming paraphernalia, credit cards, credit card burners, those type of things.
You think this is real gold?
Yeah, man.
A Rolex? This is also a Rolex? You see this a lot?
For lottery scammers, yes. That's a brand new car. This is evidence that this young man tried to destroy when the police tried to enter.
Was it submerged and underwater?
It's written in the show.
Wow, so it actually has somebody's name, and you can see this whole conversation that they had. And it says, "Welcome, Miss Ella. Your account balance is $17,500,000. You are subjected to pay the authorization fee totaling $120,000 as soon as possible." And they're promising that they will receive over $17 million.
Lottery scammers believe in a lot of obeah. You would probably call it black magic. What we see here is a lot of cans that they use to practice obeah.
This one is actually called the $1 million spray.
$1 million spray, right?
It means if you spray it,
You
you're
can
going to
make
be blessed with $1 million.
They believe so.
Wow. Some of these are incredible. Look at this one. Famous double fast luck spray.
This one is called Bring Back Customers.
The state of emergency led to an uptick of arrests like these. Some of the bigger players have even been extradited to face justice in the United States. All in all, it's a tense time to be a scammer in Jamaica, which isn't making it any easier for me to meet more of them. But then I was invited to meet a local boss, a man who runs a crew of scammers. We arranged to meet at a hillside hideout, only a few miles from Jamaica's rum-soaked resorts.
It's like a bunch of guys with masks waiting for us.
Okay.
Can't tell if they're armed or not, but we should probably go. Hi. Okay. All good? This is the microphone.
As we approach the meeting spot, it's clear the boss isn't taking any chances.
So we keep going this way?
Yo,
I'm Mariana. What would you like me to call you?
call me Victor.
Victor. Okay. Can I ask you what the G is for?
They say it's a Freemason sign, but I take it for being a gangster.
So you're proud of that?
Of course.
Can I put a mic on you, Victor?
Yeah, do it. You're a female, I have no problem with that.
You wouldn't like it if it was a man doing this?
Never. Couldn't even touch me for a second.
Okay, thank you.
Ready, Mariana?
I'm ready, Victor.
Okay, let's go.
So these guys, we're surrounded by 1, 2, 3, at least 3 that I can see, 3 guys.
Yeah, they are my bodyguards like that. They're holding me down.
What guns are used to protect?
AKs, AR-15s, Tommy guns, automatic Glocks. My gun is a Glock 40. It's my baby.
So what do you do, Victor?
You know what I do. I'm in the game. You call it scam, we call it the money game.
How long have you been in the money game for?
More than 12 years. We just left high school. We didn't have no jobs at the time and we were getting in so much trouble, so we decided to want to try something new.
Do you remember the first time you did it?
Oh, sure. On the phones, I met a guy, I think his name was Mike. First time he sent me like $500. I couldn't believe it. First day of my life in this game, the amount of money I see.
Since those early days, Victor has risen to become what he describes as a mid-level boss.
How has the state of emergency affected you guys?
Oh, my team have to scatter, man. Otherwise, you'd come and see about 20 guys right here, right now.
Really?
Or more, yeah. I have more than 200 people under my organization.
200 people working for you?
Probably more.
No way.
Of course.
Behind all the swagger is a young man who says he grew up on the rough side of Montego Bay, with very few options.
The most reason why we do this is just for survival. We have such a huge history of being broke and stuff like that, things taken from us, so, you know what I mean? Sometimes we just look at it as taking some back.
In other words, reparations. The idea that scamming white people is payback for a brutal history of slavery and colonialism. It's a justification that I heard from Tweety as well. It's also the title of perhaps the biggest scammer anthem of them all.
Them call it scam, me call it a reparation.
Hot Carter, yeah, reparation. It's my song, it's my time.
Big up every scammer, we make US dollar.
I love that song. I used to play it every morning just for like giving me energy to go through the day.
Have you ever had to hurt anyone because of scamming?
I never really have to take anyone's life through scamming, but I really roughed up and hurt people and stuff like that. I'm just finding a way to make some money, otherwise I'll be going out there trying to rob somebody. I was even thinking about doing it today, but I'm thinking you're a very nice person.
But you were thinking of taking our cameras and robbing them?
Everything, of course.
You were thinking of taking our cameras and robbing them?
Everything, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, well, at least I wouldn't hurt you, but I would take your and make some extra money off it.
I don't know how to feel about this.
It's okay, Mariana. You're a very cool kid. I like it.
Thank you, Victor.
Yeah.
Do you think there's more money being made by scamming than in the drug business here?
Of course, scammers make more money than drug dealers are like small time to us. If they see us at the party, they got to go in the corner. They're jealous of us. We ball harder than these guys. All the girls flex to us, not them. We have the hardest girls, man.
Over the next several days, I meet with a handful of other scammers, and they're all full of surprises.
So, first question is, why these masks?
Me personally, I'm a fan of Donald Trump.
You're a fan of Donald Trump?
I think he's an honest president. Whereas most U.S. presidents tell lies, I think he's showing the true nature of America.
The Trump twins are actually college-educated brothers. Another woman I meet had turned to scamming when she couldn't make enough money as a hairstylist to raise her 4 kids.
There's no shame in it. It's wrong, but there's no shame in it.
What fascinates me most are the day-to-day details of their work.
Every day.
Every day you call 284 people.
Every day.
At its heart, scamming is a sales job. Only a tiny percentage of calls are going to generate cash.
Of those people that you call, how many of them?
Sometimes I get like 2 or 1. If I'm lucky, I got 3.
So volume is key.
Okay, so it's an Excel sheet, and the Excel sheet is called client. So there's a Nancy, Clarissa, Rhonda, Paula, Alice, Chad. Just saying the first names? Just first names.
Yeah, it's a lot.
This is crazy. So wait, we're at 4,500 and I'm still scrolling.
Much like sales, it helps to know how to close the deal too. This man, who says he's made millions scamming, has a special trick after telling his marks that they've won a Mercedes.
You even send the key to them. The key for the car.
You actually send a key?
Why not?
Like a fake Mercedes?
A fake one, yeah.
The best scammers are relentless, but they're also intuitive, quickly assessing what the voice on the other line really wants.
Most of the times people just want to talk companionship, lonely as sometimes they just want someone to pretend to be their husband.
Them just complain about something to get compensation, something free.
Money.
Everybody wants money.
Everybody.
Everybody wants to drive a flashy car.
Guns. Guns. They like to have more. People always need more.
With little more than a burner phone and some gumption, scammers can reach across oceans and wreak havoc on the lives of ordinary people. Welcome to the dark side of globalization. Half a world away, I was about to get a glimpse of an even more lucrative type of scamming. While scamming in Jamaica brings in hundreds of millions of dollars a year, scamming in Israel is reported to bring in billions. I want to know how it works.
What's happening? You can see him? Okay, everyone ready? He's driving up, guys.
So I arranged to meet with a man who was described to me as a big player in the scamming industry. I'm told he's made a fortune running various investment companies, all of which specialize in financial fraud. I was also told to be very careful.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you so much for meeting us. I'm
Pleasure.
Mariana.
Moshiko.
Moshiko.
Do you have a phone?
I do?
I'd like to have it.
Okay.
I don't want to be tracked.
So you're gonna turn it off?
You just give it to me, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
I've interviewed hundreds of people through the years. Moshiko is the first to ever take away my phone. I ask him to give me the scammer store of Tel Aviv.
We're in the Ramat Gan, an area known as the Diamond District. Buildings like this and all these skyscrapers you see, they have hundreds and hundreds of people that go to work each day selling fake investments to people around the world.
In a lot of these buildings that look completely legitimate, there's actually all this fraud.
Many of the companies there are just fake scams with a name that makes them look real. No one knows what's going on behind closed doors.
Is it an open secret? You seem to know. Do people in Tel Aviv and Israel know?
No, they don't want to attract attention. They don't want reporters calling them. It's a massive, massive fraud. They want to be under the radar.
How many of these companies, fraudulent scamming companies, do you think there are?
In Israel?
Yeah.
5,000 to 10,000.
No way.
100%.
Holy
While the lottery scam in Jamaica is the go-to con, in Israel, it's all about the investment scam. The depth of this fraud was first uncovered by Simona Weinglass, an investigative journalist who was tipped off by a source working at a scam investment company.
He told me that there wasn't just one company like this, but there were hundreds and they were stealing billions of dollars. It sounded crazy, and it turned out to be true.
Just like in Jamaica, Simona says the investment scams in Israel often start with call centers and lead lists. Employees at these seemingly legitimate companies cold call potential clients and get them to invest in an exciting trading opportunity.
You start to trade, you'll see your account going up and up. The retention agent will keep talking to you and getting you to put more and more money in. And then eventually, when They sense that you're not going to put any more money in. They just disappear with the money.
Josh, you work for a company, getting clients and lying to clients and scamming clients?
Yes.
I found one of these agents who was willing to talk to me if we agreed not to reveal his identity. We'll call him Josh.
Where do you find the clients? How do you...
So somebody's searching a certain thing through Google, like somebody's just looking about finance, we know that this person is interested in finance, so we catch them.
They catch them with ads and websites like this that look like legitimate and professional trading platforms and often promise easy trading and profits.
You convince these people to invest with you, and then
Yes.
after they give you the money that you want, you sort of disappear?
We actually don't disappear. We work with them for a while. We really show them the growth so that they can put more and more and more.
At any point, is that money actually invested in anything, or is that money...
No.
So it's all a lie?
Yeah.
The money was never in your account to begin with. There never was an account. This company was probably not where they said it was.
Josh works in one popular version of an investment scam, which is often sold as a binary option. Not all binary options trading is fraudulent, and the scam version itself runs the spectrum from misleading investors to the outright theft that Josh and Simona describe. But binary options fraud became so pervasive that both the Security and Exchange Commission and the FBI were forced to issue warnings to investors. And over the past year alone, the U.S. Justice Department has charged at least 15 binary option agents. Around the globe, Israeli scammers have allegedly stolen billions.
Do you ever feel guilty about what you do?
Yes. I hardly sleep. My soul is like telling me, fighting against what I'm doing on my actions.
On one occasion, Josh claims he was so racked by guilt at how much money he'd already stolen from a Canadian client that he actually called the authorities to prevent the client from transferring any more money.
And did anyone find out that you did that?
No.
What would have happened to you if they did?
I would have not been sitting here right now. Either I would be killed or something like that.
You'd be killed?
Yes.
Is it that serious?
It is. Very dangerous.
He says his soul is crushed by guilt and that he works under the threat of violence. And yet, he keeps scamming because he keeps 10 to 15% of any money he brings in.
It's a huge amount of money.
How many of these companies do you think exist here in Israel?
Now the industry has gone underground. They're not as open. I hear from people that these call centers are still everywhere.
Jobs for multilinguals in Israel. Let's see what shows up. Looking for hardworking, fluent English speakers, enthusiastic and assertive, who are looking to make a lot of money. A young and dynamic atmosphere with snacks. For the snacks alone, I'm gonna send an email to this one. So, apart from people like you, who's benefiting from this?
I know there are a lot of mafias involved in this, from Georgia, Russia, Israel, of course.
Hi, this is Maria Flores.
Maria?
Yes, Maria Flores. I emailed about a job position. If I wanted to go to one of these companies and film undercover inside and say that I'm applying for a job, what should I say?
Why, you're applying for something?
Maybe. So I've got my little button camera right here. I've got the mic pack.
All right, let's roll on it.
While applying for jobs at what I suspect might be a scam investment company, I've turned to Josh for advice on how to get my foot in the door.
You can say that I know how to do sales, and probably you can get in.
Not in the actual trading.
No, there's agents who don't know anything, a single word about trading. They just know how to sell.
I worked in translations as an interpreter. I also worked at a carpet rugs company where I was dealing with very rich clients.
Some of the companies would like you, you know, to polygraph.
Okay. Yeah, a polygraph? That's never happened to me, but okay.
You're dealing with a lot of money going back and forth. Everybody's doing it.
Should I be concerned about my security if they find out I'm filming undercover?
Yes.
What do you think they could do?
There are no limits. What about worst damage you think you can get off?
I mean, if I could be hurt or killed. Like
Exactly. So that's it. That's the answer for your question.
Have we thought this through, guys?
This, for better or worse, is where my curiosity gets the better of me. What could these places possibly look like from the inside? There's only one way to find out.
So, I'm Maria Flores. I was born in '87. I'm moving to Tel Aviv with my boyfriend, which is Jacob. He's Israeli. I'm applying for a sales job at this company. You're my friend, and you're helping me with Hebrew. Yeah, sounds good? Yeah.
My wingwoman for this operation is an amazing local producer, whose name and identity we've agreed not to disclose.
So I've got my little button camera right here. I've got the mic pack. This gets really hot, so I don't want to turn it on early. Yep, definitely nervous. Just can't wait for this to be over. So you're constantly thinking that maybe they're going to realize that you're filming, even though they probably aren't.
All right, let's roll on it.
You see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's recording now. Wish me luck, guys. You say, what's your 5th floor? Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. 5th floor. This is it. Okay, so we're here. It sounds like there's a party going on in there, right? Yeah, there's music in it. Hello. Hi, how are you? I'm here to meet. I am. Oh, you were waiting for me.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
This is the man I had corresponded with over email.
This is a nice office.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
I'm not going to be the one who's in charge.
Oh, okay.
Because that's going to be the team manager.
Yeah.
He's going to be your list.
We can't know for sure that this is a scam company, but our sources told us to be on the lookout for certain clues, like a blind emphasis on sales and assurances that no knowledge of finance is required.
It's obviously sales.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
And that's where you come from, right? You come from sales.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
My only fear is that I don't know anything about the Forex market.
Most of my guys here didn't have any qualification in Forex or financial industry.
Really? Okay, so it's not that hard.
No.
So what are you looking for? What kind of characteristics would you...
Wants to make a lot of money. That's very important.
Great. So all I need is to want money.
Was, yeah.
Then the manager arrives.
Hi. Nice to meet you too.
And gets straight to the point.
You're working for a platform, trading platform. Okay? People here are making up to 150,000 shekels per month.
Wait, how much money can I make here?
You want it in US dollar, it can be up to $30,000.
A month.
A month. Okay?
Not bad for an entry-level job. Again, it's hard to say for certain that this is a scam company, but for an investment firm, they sure have a funny approach to customer service.
It's important for me to tell you right now, because I don't want you to have a wrong idea about this place. We don't care if the client is making money or losing money. We just want them to trade, okay? This is how the system is making money. Okay, I will tell you from now on, there are two things that you're going, let's say, to lie about them. Okay, is first of all, your location and your personal name.
Salespeople at scam companies are ordered to sell under fake names. They're also told to lie about the company's location. The scammers say they're in New York, London, Zurich, but never ever Israel. If you don't know who you're dealing with or where they're located, it's very hard to get your money back.
Any other questions?
That is it. He kept looking at my boobs. Can you believe it? I was thinking, are they looking at my boobs or the camera or my necklaces or what's happening? Okay, guys. Okay, the good news is that I was hired. I can start as early as next week.
Nice. Congratulations.
I mean, super shady. I'm so happy it's over.
As we drive through Tel Aviv, I realize the city skyline provides the perfect white-collar camouflage. So much of the business world looks and sounds the same. The offices, the branding, the button-downs, and yet some not small number of these normal-looking people are on their way to normal-looking cubicles, where they'll spend their days stealing money from innocent people around the world. And for what? So they can buy a big-ass yacht. On my last day in Tel Aviv, I caught up with Moshiko to try and understand how he justifies the lifestyle he's chosen.
I've had people wire me $500,000 and in 3 months might send them back $30,000 and they think they just had a bad experience with financial markets.
There's no part of you that feels bad about this.
I
That
feel
you're
wrong.
taking away the last $200,000 from Joe the mechanic, who's worked all his life for this money.
If Joe the mechanic thinks it's responsible to send $200,000 to a website that he hasn't checked out, Joe the mechanic needs to be responsible for his decisions.
So, Moshiko, you seem like a very smart person who's obviously has no problem making money. Why do it this way?
Where else can you make $1 million in a week from home? Come on. You live one life. Why should I spend my whole life working, making $50,000 a year, when I can sit here and I can enjoy my life?
How much money do you think you've made from this?
Most I made in one day was $300,000. 10 plus years, I've probably brought in $75 to $100 million.
Moshiko says that scamming is here to stay. It's an inconvenient truth about the globalized world.
Just like P.T. Barnum said, there's a sucker born every minute.
You know who else said that to us? A Jamaican scammer. The exact same line.
That is absolutely true.
Hey, Adam. Brace yourself. Are you braced? You've won $19.42 million US. How'd you feel?
Okay, how is that possible?
Adam, do you eat out?
Yes.
Are you vegetarian? Oh my God, Adam, you ran your credit card at a Whole Foods store. Have you had Whole Foods recently?
Yeah, all the time.
Adam, you've won. You've won. What are you gonna do with $19.42 million?
Hey, Adam, if you're watching, I want you to know that this call is a scam.
Adam's a sucker.
Adam, you're not a sucker, but the guys on the other line are hoping, really hoping that you are.
I would be shocked too. Adam, I've never won anything, man. How are you so lucky?
They make a living in a way that's obviously wrong. But imagine waking up every morning and seeing a bunch of tourists spending more money in a week than you make in a year. And then going home to a place outside resort walls that were erected to keep you out.
Historically, I don't think the scales have been set right yet, you know what I mean?
Now imagine all this is wrapped in a history of slavery and exploitation, a legacy that is very much alive and well.
There's been no compensation for colonialism and the 400 years of slavery. It's reverse imperialism.
Reverse imperialism.
Yeah, we're taking resources that are readily available. Most youth are unemployed. If you have a phone, you have a chance.
If you have a phone, you have a chance. It's the most powerful rationalization I've heard. Phone scamming as a last resort, a literal lifeline. Even so, most scammers I met seem to struggle with what they do.
Little jungle out here.
Right.
I know Tweety does.
Almost there, Mariana, almost there.
Huge spider web.
Yeah.
Just down here?
Yeah.
You good? This is really cool.
Woo!
Is it cold?
Yeah. So here in Jamaica, you have black magic everywhere. We believe in wash-offs. So we wash off the crosses, the bad luck.
So this is to ward off the evil spirits?
Right. We call them duppy, but you guys say ghost, right?
Ghost, yeah. And you mix that with water?
Water.
Okay.
Oh, it's getting wet.
Wow, it's raining a lot.
No, I got blessing, you know?
Extra blessing? I'm gonna join you since I'm totally wet already anyway. There's no point in me pretending here.
No, we gotta take off. I did this one, you know?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
I've spent a lot of time with people like Tweety, telling stories of those who make a living on the wrong side of the law. All too often, the people who inhabit these worlds are painted as ruthless criminals, immoral villains, bad people. But in my experience, they are a lot more like us than we want to admit.
Some people have it hard, some people have it easy. This whole life is...
Fresh start, new beginning, right?
Fresh start, new beginning.
Everything is a scam. Everybody takes their piece. Who's making money off of these industries? Everyone. It funds entire countries.
What would make you stop doing what?
If I'm a billionaire, I'll be done.
I'm helping a lot of people with family, friends, everybody.
Will I ever stop scamming? No, it's too much fun.
How do you think this is gonna end for you?
That's it?
That's it. It's the life. Life goes on.
You know what I mean? Get it? All right.